Hi, this is Martin W. Ball, also known as your Kangen Water Guy. Today providing you with further education, and this is going to be a very powerful live test demonstration that I'm going to be doing to really help shift people's perceptions around what Kangen water actually is. I'm going to be going through an ORP test in regards to tap water, water through the Enagic ionizer off, water through the Enagic ionizer with the power on, and then water through the Enagic ionizer with no filter or enhancer tank, just to prove that this doesn't need, or add rather, any minerals or anything whatsoever. It's simply an electrical charge. So we've got the ORP meter set up, we've got the 4 glasses. I'm going to go through and then I'm going to do a pH test as well. So by the end of this video, you should be very clear and have an understanding of exactly how the ionizer is working, so any level of skepticism will be crushed. That's the whole purpose of this, especially with the amount of comments and interaction that I see from people who, one, don't understand it, or two, may have had a level of education, but that education is limited and therefore they can learn more via tests like this. So let's get into it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get some tap water. So I'll put that in there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the power is on. You can hear it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to turn the power off. What you'll notice is that the unit is still showing that the power is on, but now nothing is happening. So what that means is that when I flow the water now through the ionizer, it is going to flow through the ionizer and come out the other end, but there is not going to be any charge put through it because there is no power on. So let's do that. Let's get the water. I'm now going to turn the water off. I'm going to now turn the power back on. And what you'll notice is the screen lights up. We're now going to flow the water through the ionizer again. This time the power's on. You can hear it say Kangen Water 9.5. I'm going to collect it. And then I'm just going to put it at the side. Now then, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, well, I'm going to let this water just flow out because there's water obviously in the unit. It needs to come out. But the next thing I'm going to do is start to take the unit apart. Now this isn't recommended from an angle of, when I take the filter out, there is nothing filtering. And as you can see, this is actually empty anyway. This is the enhancer tank. There is nothing, literally nothing in it. So it's not like anything could have been added to the water there. So I'll put that out of the way. But it's advised that you don't take the filter out and put the cleaning cap in, simply because there's nothing being filtered to protect the chamber. But this is for a video purpose to provide education. And I'm willing to do it with my K8. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the filter off. There may be a little bit of water that comes up just because obviously we've ran water through. I'm going to move that out of the way. It's naturally going to have a fit and say there's no filter. I'm just going to put the cap in place, let it know that it's fine, there's no need to worry, and I'm going to lock that there. I'm going to leave the unit open like this so you can see exactly what is going on. Okay? You can see that there's no filter in it, there's nothing down there. There's nothing else on the ionizer that you can take apart. If you take anything else apart on that, you void the warranty. This is actually now just what we can do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to basically run the water through that. I'm going to get this final glass. And as you can see, it's saying Kangen Water 9.5. And I'm going to grab that. So these are the waters now. You can see clearly across the front. We've got tap water. We've got tap water with the ionizer off. We've got tap water that's gone through the K8 as normal with the power on. And we've got tap water that's gone through the K8 with the filter removed, the enhancer tank removed. I'm also going to move this out the way. Now then, let's go through and do this test. The first thing we're going to do is check for the ORP. If you're not familiar with ORP, it's oxidation reduction potential. What we're going to be doing is measuring the liquid's potential to cause oxidative stress or reduce it. So is the liquid an oxidant? This chart here is showing you exactly what's going on. So let's put that in there. Let's turn the power on. This, remember, is tap water. Straight away is tap water. What we're noticing is that it's a positive reading. It's positive 480 at the moment. So it's past this point here. It's causing oxidative stress to the body. And remembering that our bodies are over 70% water. So the water and the liquids that we're consuming, if they are an oxidant, they are causing a massive amount of oxidative stress. Right now we've balanced out around about positive 460. That's a lot of stress just from tap water. So what we're going to do now is go into the tap water that went through the ionizer with the power turned off, remember. The power was off. So what we're seeing now is it's slowly starting to come down because one, it's been filtered as well. So it has been improved, but we're seeing it getting around to that 290. It may get down to about positive 230, but we're still seeing it as an oxidant at this point, which is really interesting to see. So let's just wait a little longer just to see what happens. But you're going to see the difference significantly when we actually put the meter into the water. So we're balanced out round about positive 220, okay? Let's now take this into the same water that went through the ionizer when it was turned on, and you instantly saw that it went from being a positive 200 plus to a negative 270, and it's still climbing. So it went from an oxidant to a powerful antioxidant immediately, just from our tap going through the Enagic Kangen ionizer. Now at the moment we're settling around about negative 280. So the last test in regards to the ORP will be to see if there's any difference or much difference in regards to when I put that in there and no filter, no enhancer. So what we're seeing now is at negative 240. It's come back a little bit on the chart, but we're still very much as an antioxidant. We're still very much as an antioxidant. So nothing in really relation. And there's always going to be a bit of give and play in regards to the negativity. Usually it does float with anything between like 50. Well, we're very much still in a powerful negative, an antioxidant. And that on we took out the filter. There was nothing in the enhancer tank anyway, which you clearly saw. So what we're actually demonstrating here is there's nothing added to the water that goes through apart from an electrical current. That has been as clear as daylight that I've just demonstrated. So no one has the ability or the right to actually challenge that and be skeptical about what we've just seen. If we are, we're actually coming from a place of lack. So bit of information there. So let's turn this off. Let's get this out the way. The next stage, remember, is that we've got pH drops here. I'm just going to flick this over to give us some level of indication in regards to pH across the top. Now, federally regulated is our source water, our town water supply. It's designed, it must come through at slightly alkaline, between 7 and 8 pH. And the reason for that is that if it was acidic, it would damage the pipes in the ground, the joints of those pipes, also the pipes throughout our home. So it's chemically altered to make sure that it is alkaline, slightly alkaline. Now, a lot of people hear that word and they go, oh, that's good, it's good for me, alkaline. Well, we've got to be aware of how it's happened. So remembering that this is the town water, and I'm going to put pH drops in there, remembering that the town water then went through the ionizer with no power on. So let's put in some drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let's face it, what you are seeing right now is not telling any lies. In fact, it's very much telling the truth. We are seeing that the tap water on the left, so here, and the tap water that went through the ionizer with no power on it are exactly the same colors. What we're seeing over here is the tap water that went through the ionizer with the power on is a darker color, so it's actually increased the pH from a charged angle, no minerals added, and to prove it, we have this exact same color with no filtering, no enhancer tank, no ability to manipulate the water in any way, shape or form, apart from an electrical current through it. Now, this is a very clear test to help people like yourself and others who maybe you share it with or want to watch this to visually see exactly why The Enagic ionizers in particular, that are Japanese medical grade devices, what the water that they produce, the Kangen water, is not high alkaline water via adding minerals to it. It is an electrical current, a charge that turns the water into a powerful antioxidant. The scientific name for the water that's produced is electrolyzed reduced water. You can go and do your research around that on sites such as Google Scholar. Not Google, that's full of people's opinions, and everybody's got an opinion and they want to sell you something and get you to the blog. Go to the likes of Google Scholar where there's peer-reviewed studies around electrolyzed reduced water. Also go to PubMed, PubMed. That's where a lot of the medical and health professionals go to see peer-reviewed studies. You will find hundreds of studies on there. You will find thousands of findings on Google Scholar to then make an educated decision, just like I did, and just like I provide the education around that. What you've seen with your own eyes today is proof that we don't add anything to the water. It is an electrical charge, and your body will utilize that charge because you are an electrical being. Thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing your comments below. Please go through any other videos that I've provided for further education. If you're looking to invest in an Enagic ionizer, feel free to get in touch with me or get in touch with the person who referred you to this video. Thank you for your time and have a great day. Enjoying my YouTube channel? Please make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell to receive further value.